In the first quarter of 2025, more than a third of all new cars sold in the Netherlands were electric, making it the only country in Europe to crack the top 5 both in total sales and market share. Today, our EV adventure takes us to Amsterdam, the capital of the Netherlands, and a city unlike any other floating on water. Today, we are taking a closer look at the Dutch EV scene and checking out how Chinese electric cars are making an impact here. Amsterdam is a city where art and freedom come together. The museums, canals, and bikes are what makes it feel alive. With 165 canals running through the city, the water is almost level with the cobblestone streets. Seagulls fly over the water, passing by houseboats and bikes gently swaying. It's a unique city scene that you won't find anywhere else. Along the canals, old buildings are covered in modern graffiti, blending tradition with rebellion in a unique way. Here, everyone rides bikes, young and old. Bikes aren't just for getting around, they're a stylish fashion statement too. There are more bikes on the street than people, and just as many charging stations. In Amsterdam, most of the charging stations are slow charger with lower power. The DC fast chargers only go up to 50 kilowatt, much lower than what we've used to in China. The typical charging voltage is 400 volts with a peak power of 98 kilowatt, while the 800 volt to 1000 volt platforms you often see back home don't really show their full potential here. Superchargers are still a rare sight here, but when it comes to charging convenience, the Netherlands is top in Europe. Over the past few years, their car-to-charger ratio has always stayed below 10 to 1, far better than the Alternative Fuels Infrastructure Directive AFID's recommended standards. Compared to most European countries where charging stations are few and far between, the Netherlands stands out with its dense network of both slow and fast chargers. It's become one of the best places in Europe for EV users, offering an incredibly friendly charging environment. Chinese brands expanding into Europe are all eyeing the Netherlands as a key market. It's actually one of the first places where Lynk & Co launched their subscription service. Brands like Zeekr, Polestar, BYD, Dongfeng, Xpeng, and Leapmotor are way more visible here than in other European countries. In fact, pure electric cars now make up over 15% of the market share in the Netherlands. Zeekr's Amsterdam store is located right on the city's busiest shopping street, next to the National Museum and the Royal Palace, one of the greatest architectural landmarks of 17th century Europe. Zeekr operates with a direct sales model in the Netherlands, and right now they have 2 stores, one of which is here in Amsterdam. The Amsterdam store mainly showcases 2 models, the Zeekr 001 and Zeekr X. The newly launched 7X hasn't been displayed yet. The Zeekr 001 and Zeekr X started deliveries in December 2023. By the end of the first quarter this year, they've been on the market for 16 months in the Netherlands and have delivered a total of 1,238 cars, averaging 38 cars per month per store. Considering Zeekr is a luxury brand with just 2 stores in the country, this is quite an impressive achievement. The guy at the store told us that most Zeekr customers in the Netherlands are between 30 and 60 years old, with very few under 30. This backs up what we've heard before, that many Europeans just can't afford to buy new cars.
Unfortunately, but here in the Netherlands,
yes,
it's more difficult.
Yes.
Because it's a lot more expensive. Also with Netherlands, taxes is quite high, but also the import tariffs. So the younger generation, they do come inside to see the cars because it looks amazing. But yeah, buying the car is difficult.
In the Netherlands, buying a car comes with a lot of taxes, which makes prices ridiculously high. For Zeekr's models, the starting price in the Netherlands is at least €36,400, which is over €24,300, more expensive than in China. In fact, most new mid-range and higher cars in the Netherlands are brought by leasing companies. The tax benefit makes certain cars more popular, and for regular people, taxes can make up half of the car's price. On the other hand, leasing companies can avoid these taxes. So when we look at car sales data, it might not fully represent the actual demand from Dutch consumers. The Zeekr sales guy at the Amsterdam store said that many young people walk by the store, come in because they're attracted by the car's design, but then walk out once they see the price.
The group that we see here the most is 30 plus, basically.
Okay.
So from there you start to see
30 plus.
Yes, between 30 and 60. That age group you see the most.
Okay.
So you still see younger guys who can actually buy it, and even the older generation, but you don't see them as common as between 30 and 60.
I checked the numbers, and the best-selling electric car in the Netherlands this year so far is the Kia EV3, a small car in the first quarter alone. It sold over 4,000 units, doubling the sales of the second bestseller, the Tesla Model Y. If you look at the top 10 best-selling cars in the Netherlands, you'll see small cars like the Volvo EX30, Citroën EC3, and Renault 5 leading the pack. If we dig into the reasons behind this, it's clear that the narrow streets and limited parking spaces in the Netherlands make getting around a real challenge. In Amsterdam, parking spaces are tiny, long, but narrow, and most are just along the streets. It's not just Amsterdam though. In cities across Europe like Munich in Germany, Gothenburg in Sweden, and Amsterdam here in the Netherlands, you'll find that the streets don't have designated parking spots. If you try to park a mid-size SUV even with automatic parking assist, it's almost impossible because the car can't even detect a parking space. This brings new thoughts on developing smart parking system for export models. The popular automatic parking feature in China may not be as necessary here, since the parking spaces along the narrow canals are a real millimeter-level challenge. The wheels of most cars are practically on the lines, with the outer wheels almost touching the edge of the rubber. In this limited city space, parking has almost become an art. Strolling through the streets of the Netherlands, bikes are the mainstream, but electric vehicles are rapidly becoming more common. Charging stations are like modern art installations, popping up in every corner from Central Station to the Red Light District. From Museum Square to the Jordan, the sleek charging stations blend perfectly with the ancient canals, creating a beautiful contrast. This well-developed charging network, combined with strong government support and a deep-rooted environmental mindset, has made Chinese electric cars like Zeekr, Xpeng, and Leapmotor a favorite among Amsterdam's residents. After all, in a city that values sustainability and has limited space, zero-emission travel is the perfect fit. From Van Gogh's sunflowers to the shimmering canals, from the sound of bike wheels to the blue glue of charging stations, Amsterdam is quietly writing the future of green transportation, all while preserving its unique tradition.